To handle the actual incoming HTTP requests, we need to call the handle connect or the handle client method on the server object. We also need to change the lid or the state of the lid as per the request. So inside the void loop, you need to write server.handle client. After that, you need to write two if statements. If lid1, okay, let's copy the variable from here. If lid1 status, then we need to write digital write lid pin 1 and make it high, else we need to make it low. So we'll copy this line here and make it low. Now same thing for the second lid. If else, now in the if lid2 status is changed, we need to make it high, otherwise make it low. Now this will change depending on the request. So the handle client will handle the incoming data, and depending on the request it will turn the lid on or off. Now this will be more clear when we create a function to attach it to the root directory URL. As you can see here, we initiated the handle onConnect, handle lid1 on, handle lid1 off, handle lid2 on, and handle lid2 off, and handle not found. These are all functions that we need to declare. Now to declare these functions, now the handle connect code will be as follow. At the start of this function, we need to set the state or the status of these two lids to low, which means that they will be off, and print that state on the serial monitor to make sure that everything is working just fine. And in order to respond to the HTTP request, we use the send method. Although the method can be called with a different set of arguments, its simplest form consists of the HTTP respond code, the content type, and the content. In our case, we need to send the 200 request. Let's first create the method. Now outside the void loop, you need to create your new method. And to do that, what you need to do is simply write void and the method name handle on connect. Now inside this method, we will write few things. The first thing is the lid1 status. We will make it low. Lid2 status will also be low. Serial dot print, we are going to print a line to make sure that everything is written correctly. This first line, lid or GPIO2 off and GPIO5 is also off. This will make sure that whenever this method is called, we will see this line on the serial monitor. You can ignore it if you don't want to know, but I prefer adding these for debugging. Okay, now you need, this is the most important line, you need to write server dot send, and between the two parentheses you need to write the following. The first argument will be the code. We are sending the code 200 in this case, in the unconnect case. And this code will help us in many ways. The first way that this code will help us with is there is more than one status code for HTTP requests, as you can see in this page. You can write list of HTTP status code. I will add them in the resources of this course. And you can, as you can see here, 200 means okay. So whenever we write 200, this means that it's okay to receive this URL and we can handle it. So we will use it. We will write 200 here. And after the 200, you need to write or to specify the content type. In our case, it will be a web page, text/HTML. Now the third parameter that you have to write is the content itself. We are going to write send HTML, and in this send HTML method we are going to write two parameters. The first one is lead1 status, and the second one will be lead2 status, which are basically low and low. So it will send low and low here and here. The send HTML method will be discussed later. Now, to make sure that you understand what happened here, in our case we are sending the code 200, which is one of the HTTP status requests or codes that corresponds to the OK response. Then we are specifying the content type to be text or HTML. And finally, we are calling the send HTML custom function, which creates a dynamic HTML page containing status of these two leads. So this will be created later in a separated lesson, but that's it for now. This is how to create the first method that will be called whenever we call this URL, the main URL. It will call handle on connect. Now we have to do the same for all of these methods, as you can see. So let's start. Likewise, we need to create 4 functions to handle the lead on off requests and the 404 error page. To do this easily, we can simply copy this method and paste it down below here, and here we can write lead1 on, and lead1 status will be high. We don't need the lead2 status, and in our case this will mean that this line will be like this, on. Now the server send will send 200, okay, and the type will be text and HTML. The send HTML method will send true, and the lead2 states will be the same. Now to do this for the second method, copy and paste, write lead1 off. Now here you need to write low off. I think that now you did get the idea, and you can do this on your own. You can complete the remaining 4 methods. Now we need to copy these 2 methods. Now we have 4 methods. This will be lead2 and lead2, general purpose input output 2. Okay, no, number 5 here and 5 here. The first one will be number 2 here and 2 here, and we have just to fix these because we connected the leads to pins number 2 and 5. So 2 and 5, okay, 2, 5. Now we have to change these 2. This will be lead1 status, and this will be true. This will be lead1 status, and this will be false. Okay, now we have to change these lines. Everything is right. There is one more method that we need to create, which is the 404 not found method. Not found. Now the handle not found will have only one line, not found, and we don't need any lead states. And here we need to write the code 404 for not found, and simply write not found. Okay, that's it. This is how you can create all of these methods. Now there is still one method, send.html, that we need to create, but let's compile the code to make sure that there is no errors other than the send.html. Okay, this is the handle on connect. Now to fix this error, we need just to change the on. We misspelled this line with capital on here. Now verify again. Okay, now we have the send.html method which has errors, and we are going to fix this. We are going to create this method in the next lesson, but let's make a quick summary of what we have done here in this code. Now the first thing that we did here is create inside the void loop. We call the handle client method, and we passed the lead status using this if statement, lead 1 and lead 2, high or low depending on the lead 1 status. Now once the handle on connect methods are called, each of them will do something. Now the connect, the first method for the main URL, will set the two leads to the low mode, will turn them off, and will print this on the serial monitor, and it will send this. 200 means okay, this is the content type, and it will send the status of these two leads and display them on our HTML page. And we are going to explain how to do that in the next lesson. Same thing for other methods. All of these methods are declared based on this server.on line. As you can see, if the line was lead 1 on, it means that it will turn the lead 1 on. The second line, lead 1 off, means it will call the handle lead 1 off method. So we created methods for all of these lines, and we added our code inside each of these methods to turn the lid off, and to display a sentence that this lid is now off, and to send an HTML page showing that this lid or lid 1 is off. Okay, now in the next lesson we are going to create the send HTML, and we are going to write or create our HTML code or page. Thanks for watching. This is Ashraf from Educational Engineering Team.